us with a short prayer to open the meeting?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, be with us today as we deliberate the business of the county. Help us, Lord, to keep in mind the best interest of those that we represent. Help us, Lord, to find wisdom and courage in the work that we do, and that all things would be received favorably by you. Ask all these things, Lord, in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. All right. Have you gentlemen had a chance to look at the minutes from December 26th, 2023?
I have. I'd make motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, so the motion carries to approve the minutes from December 26th. Tony, what do you have for us
I
today?
passed out to you all the animal control report from Chad Sprunger. You would like to enter that into the record?
Look at, was it working again?
Sorry, no, if it's working, I'll find out. Yes.
I know the printer's working. I don't know if the copier's working.
Paul Zerby gave it the old one too last week.
Well, at least now we know how he fixed his truck.
Hey, did it work though? It worked. That's right.
Okay.
If it works, it works.
If you don't have any questions on that, I accept the motion to enter that into record.
So move.
Second.
Okay, motion carries into the animal control report.
Once we're there. Okay. Controls. We're going to have, because it's the end of the year, we are going to have a few allied things to do, not just one like normal, we're going to have a few. First one is the Allied Weekly Health Insurance claims in the amount of $40,040 and a penny. And I wrote the breakdown and signed that I verified it. The medical was $71,093.84. RX was $22,741.53. There was a credit of $53,795.36, which meant the total to be paid is $40,040.01.
And those are,
That's the normal.
from 2023.
Yes, yes.
So 18 months.
All of these, I think, will be 2023, actually.
Okay, I'd accept the motion once you've seen that to approve those claims as.
So move.
Second.
All right, moved and seconded to approve the allied claims as presented.
Okay. And then, hang on it. At the end of each year, Allied will send us what's called an emergency run, and it has to do with stop loss.
Okay.
So it varies in the amounts each year, but it is to, if they see some claims coming, or some possible claims coming in that are going to be pretty high, we do an emergency run, which will cover us for our stop loss going into 2024. And so Mike Olitz from Allied had sent me an email regarding that, and the amount of the emergency run was $131,957.20, $131,957.20. And again, that was to kind of cover us so we wouldn't have a laser hit us too hard.
So is this a projected amount or is this an actual?
Projected. As a matter of fact, that amount there, he said, we would have had approximately $59,000 that it could have cost us potentially, if we hadn't done this. This covers us for a stop loss. Like if you have somebody that is, well, you remember from all the insurance discussion that we had with them, it's to cover some of the ones with the high amount of claims. So as they were seeing some stuff coming in at the end of the
So
year.
this is an administrative fee to cover stop loss.
Yes, and I don't even know if it's all administrative, but it has to do with the stop loss coverage. And not put us at risk.
Yeah, if you guys were looking at this, and Steve, are you seeing where this fits into our?
Feels to me like it might be a cutoff issue, like a year end. Let's get at all of the claims for 2023, even if they aren't in their system yet. Let's get all the claims in for 2023 that would then go against the stop loss for 2023.
I guess my question is, we're gonna pay $131,957 to save $59,000.
No,
That's the way you.
the 59,000 would have been at risk. I'm trying to find the email from Michael as to,
My guess is these are claims we would either going to pay in 2023 or we're going to pay them in 2024.
yes, please send the full amount on the funding request of 131,957.20. This will make sure all claims are closed out and nothing is missed.
That's what I
For the
figured,
upcoming year,
kind of a
that's what it
cutoff
is.
issue.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's what he is saying here.
So I think these are claims we would have paid probably in January or February 2024. Somehow they were able to back them into 2023 so that then the stop loss they could accumulate against the stop loss and have that stop loss kick in for 2023 and pay part of them versus 2024 when a stop loss wouldn't have been
Yeah.
available yet.
Yeah, and I can forward you guys the emails that we are sending on this too, so you.
I'll make.
I'm just guessing, but that's how it would make sense.
I'll
to
make a
me.
motion to pay this.
I'll second.
Okay. Motion and second to approve the claim from Allied for stop loss.
Okay, I am sending you all Michael's email, which kind of explains why. What in the world is that doing?
It's like kind of an accounting thing. Do we account for them during the calendar year 23 or during the calendar year 24?
It's saving
We were
us
gonna-
59.
Yeah, we were going to pay them regardless.
Yeah.
But if by shoving them into 2023, they accumulated them along with all of our other claims, and then some of it was offset by the stop loss.
Correct, yes. And I forwarded that email to you guys too, so you can read it, what he said.
Thanks, Tony.
Okay, get it out this year to maximize the potential reimbursement to you, the group on this one.
Yeah, which goes along with what Steve was just saying.
Okay. All right.
Okay, then the last allied that I have is the monthly administrative cost. And that amount is $73,973.99. $73,973.99, that is the administrative portion.
Okay. That is also an invoice date 12/20. Do we pay that in,
Yeah, we paid 23.
for a head?
Oh, yeah. It's paying for January, we usually pay those a month ahead.
All right, I'd accept a motion to approve that claim as presented from 12/20 of 23.
I'll move.
Second.
Okay, motion carries, approve the Allied claim.
And then I have the payroll claims. This should be the last 23 pay. Next one should be, the next payroll due should be higher because of the 3% increase that the council provided. So the amount on this payroll claim is $366,707.13. $366,707.13.
Okay,
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
okay, motion carries to approve payroll claims as presented.
And then going along with that, we have the payroll time card approval, which, as you know, are your department heads and so forth, so you can see their hours. So the Payroll time card approval.
Okay. What's the amount?
Payroll time, there is no amount.
Oh, time card approval.
It's the time card approval.
Gotcha. Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right. So motion carries to approve time cards for appointed positions.
Then the final thing I have, I think you received the email on the accounts payable claims. The amount on those claims is $347,577.95, 347,577.95.
I think the only question that, looking at it, we kind of wondered about the large amount for the sheriff's department. For Troy.
That would be, let me see.
That's the $7,280.
Let me see it. I can look through here for you. That is food to feed the inmates.
Right, but I mean,
But you got a Gordon's for 4,300 or 4,800.
Apparently, they're getting a lot of food. That's what that
For
is.
600.
right.
That's a little above normal.
And I don't think Dan's here to answer that.
Yeah.
But that
If he
is,
comes in, we'll ask him about that.
but that was the, amount on the claim. I don't know if maybe they bought it for a month, food for a month or something, I don't know.
What's that amount you better off standing $7,000?
Sorry.
Didn't quite get that.
Yeah, there's Troy.
Troy is marked at 728. Wow, okay, it's a lot of food. Just at 728.
It's really quick, just give it to
Gordon. Wow.
All I can think is that they bought it for a month or something, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. All right. Other than that, if we want to approve that now, or if you want to wait for any explanations, we can do that too.
I'm okay to approve it now. I think the claim is valid. We just need to understand why.
He can still answer, he can answer why.
I'll second that.
All right, motion carries to approve the claims as presented.
So, there's that.
Maybe he had money left in the budget and went down and just bought a bunch of things that are shelf stable and will sit there for a while.
I hope that.
Hopefully.
That is a
Hopefully.
possibility. And I think it would be the matron probably doing that.
End of the year, have to use your budget up.
I can find out. Since Dan's not here, I can find out when I get back up there. But that's my guess. Steve had a good possible reason as well. Stuff that will keep.
Okay.
And I
Anything
believe
else?
that is all that I have.
Anything else for Tony? Okay. Nate, do you have anything for us?
Hey, before Nate gets up here, Steve, there is one thing that I mentioned I was gonna do that I wrote down. If we could remind the press, in 2024, the commissioners will not be meeting the second Tuesday. If you could kind of get that out there a little bit so people, and I did send an email to all the department heads.
Okay. Morning, Nate.
Good morning. Well, I wish I had better news. We got a call this week or just early this morning, found out NDOT has turned down our application for federal funds on Bridge 27. I'm going to review the application with Butler, Fairman, and Cipher, the design firm working on the project, see what all we're missing and what we plan to do when we try to reapply, hopefully this fall, going for the next year. My intent would be to bundle this or at least pair this with an application on Bridge 93. The indication is that they wanted a detailed they wanted it, so you have to hear, they have requested a detailed, independent cost estimate prepared by the LPA. So you can kind of understand independent and LPA, it's prepared by us, but independent from us. So it was a new thing that they wanted to have, but NDOT's fairly heavy-handed when it comes to that, but I don't bite the hand that feeds us. They were looking for different reasons, but it's something.
So this was still a federal application?
It's still a federal application project. If we determine that it's necessary to do through community crossings or other sort, just local funded, so be it. But I'm working with Paul and Brad to put together sort of our CCMG program or plan for the next few years. We already have a set of projects that we're looking to do for community crossings this year. And while I'm sitting back there, I think I just got an email notice that the CCMG applications are now open. So we'll start working on that, getting some information to review at your next meetings for funding commitments and what we need to do. Make sure we don't get that to happen again.
So it might be better to put that community crossings money towards other.
Oh, it just completely depends on which projects and where your funding is coming from. I mean, money in is to the highway department or to county infrastructure. I mean, the best way to describe it is fungible. I mean, if you're funding one project with grant funds, then you've got excess or you have funds available for other sorts of projects. So you want to just have a big picture mindset when it comes to how do you want to fund these. So right now you've been fairly fortunate with Hume Bridge over the years, but there's certainly money that needs to be spent. But as kind of I've shown you already, there's a lot of capital to go out for a number of different projects. So I don't want to
Well,
jump in.
the other thing is CETA funding looked better this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll help.
So I want to give you the best picture I can as far as small structures. That's what this little list is. The next thing I was going to talk about is I'm planning on doing field visits on any of the projects that we have lined up. Certainly I need to get some updated watersheds to make sure that we're in good shape, but it's getting closer. I just don't want to request quotes from pipe suppliers and contractors until I have a better picture. I don't want to ask for too much, but any of the contractors will know pretty quickly if they don't get awarded a project or I cut back. My intent is just to roll those into the 25 here. So I'm just trying to get a better picture as far as funding and what we're hoping to do or what I'm hoping to do for you. But yeah, I'd absolutely like to present a good picture for you as far as the needs and then kind of leave it up to you as the commissioners to identify how you want to fund different projects. Don't ever let me dictate you have to do X, Y, and Z. No. Again, I'm an advisor on how best to try to put that together for you. So, and then lastly, just the ERC, working with Brad on that. I have some access for the Adams County stuff, but not everything yet. So we're working with NDOT on getting updates there. So certainly I can see CCMG, but I can't do like quarterly reports. I know it's kind of industry stuff, but at this point, but Brad and I are working with them. We're like, we see each other on there. I see part of it. I got a notice for one application renewal. He got one for a different project and I can't do anything for the one I got the notice on yet. So there's just a few things that as much as NDOT may throw out our application on a technicality, we're all still human in getting these things done. So, but
Well, it still gives me a lot of confidence in both of you to work together and both of you to find the best plan to move ahead funding wise and priority wise on our projects. So
no, I've got a list.
appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a list from Paul and Brad and going through what roads they want to do HMA overlays and rework kind of grade issues that they have with roads. My plan is to try to work those in and then work out different bridge projects. I've got a tentative schedule. If any of you want to meet and kind of go through that, kind of give me and Brad your opinion on different elements of it. I absolutely want to know about it. I've got some ideas for you, Steve, on some projects that we discussed before, but that's for another time. All right. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank
you.
That's what I thought.
Yep, that's the one there. Employee and responsible charge.
It doesn't say responsible employee.
No, just the one that's gonna be responsible.
Hope we have.
All right, Brad, did you have anything, you and Paul?
Yeah, basically just one thing, the roofs bid. So we brought that to you last week and we got the, little paperwork finalized.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Got it notarized.
So they
Yep,
were
we
able
got
to
it
do that?
notarized. Yeah, we're good to go. I don't know if you guys want new sheets, bid tabs.
No.
So yes, it's been taken care of. He is the lowest responsible bidder. And I have his non-conclusion. And then basically a contract that needs signed, and Clayton, I would assume one of them needs to sign it, correct?
Yeah.
So Cardinal Roofing, 89,730 would be the one.
Where are they out of?
The Monroe Burn area.
Well, I'm glad that was just a clerical error that you were able to get straightened out.
Yep.
So.
Is that Cardinal Roofing? Is that the name of it or
Yes.
Cardinal? Okay,
Cardinal Roofing. Cardinal Commercial Roofing.
okay.
So I guess at this time I'd ask your guys' approval to approve that and have it signed.
I'll make a motion that we accept Cardinal Roofing's application.
Second.
Okay, vote in favor of that also. Well, I'm glad that it worked out the way it did, so.
Yeah, they worked out.
Okay.
So I'm assuming sign it, signature, and probably print your name too.
Is that figure still the 89,730?
Yep. And I had Clayton go
Clayton, we
through.
got a couple of spots. There's one is customer authorized agent today. The other one is signature of approval, title, and then another one for print. And then another authorized agent. I don't know if Tony needs to sign, I'm not hearing that, and see where. It's like there's almost four places that could be.
Yeah, and I had Clayton go through and look at all the terms and conditions, all that stuff.
I would just have the customer authorized agent, you put Adams County Board of Commissioners, not a signature, date it, sign it here, put your title here, and then print your name under the signature.
Okay. Anything else for us, Brett?
So the only other thing I got is welcome to winter, Happy New Year. Chance of snow coming in, so this week we are gonna have the crew get trucks ready for winter. I mean, we're always ready for winter, but actually put on like the salt spreading boxes and that kind of stuff, so,
Yeah.
so we're ready to go. We'll, and hope for the
And
best.
you're all back to everything's V plows now, right?
Yes, correct. They always have their underbody plows, so 4, 6, 8 inches, they can use the underbodies, and we get more, then we'll go to the B blades. But yes, correct.
Good.
Yep. So other than that, thank you.
Thank you.
Brad. Okay, Rick, did you have anything for us?
Okay.
You're gonna tell us that the generator's in and installed?
Somebody did it himself.
I knew you'd probably ask, but I called, I was hoping I'd get a response. We thought it might come in this month, but he hasn't returned my call yet. But on that, I do have one thing, Service Electric, which was a part of the generator project down there in the power They sent me an invoice. The contract was for 71,300. We have paid 45,000. First installment of the work that they completed. Then they sent us, this invoice is for 26,300. But they're not completely done, and that would fulfill this 71,300. After that generator's set, they probably have a day and a half, 2 days work. So when I spoke to them, I'd like to hold $5,000 out of this and pay them 21,300. Can give you a copy.
Okay.
They don't have a problem with that.
No, they didn't really buck at all on that.
Good.
They thought it was,
Fair. Good.
oops, I'm sorry. Tony, do you need?
I have one statement.
Very good. I guess to me that sounds very appropriate.
I'll make a motion, we pay 21,300 to Adams County Governor Power and hold 5,000 till project's finished.
Well, that's service electric.
Oh, it's Service Electric.
It's the bottom one there. No.
Oh, okay, Service Electric. Sorry.
If we paid it to the other one, that'd be a good bonus for Roy.
Yep.
I'll second that motion.
All right, motion carried to pay this claim of 21,300 and hold back 5,000.
And I did write the fund, that's the ARP money and then fund, the account numbers on.
Yeah.
Do you want that thing?
I-
I have it.
You got it?
Yeah, he gave me a copy this morning.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's really all I have right now, Jim.
Okay. So we're ready for winter also?
Find
As
out.
good as we're gonna be, I mean, sounds like we are gonna get some, maybe Saturday or something. Then next week, I see they may be Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
I thought I heard this right, I think I got the email, so, next Tuesday, there will be no commissioners meeting.
That's correct, just council meeting.
Yeah. So in this building, boiler wise, we're in good shape. Our controllers, valves and everything have been updated.
Well, the water valves haven't, which goes hand in hand with the boilers and the chillers. I mean, we didn't replace them.
But I mean, you analyzed them and,
We're in better shape, I believe, here than we are at the main courthouse. Because of those heat pumps, I feel that we're gonna have to replace them in due time. Whether we change the system or whatever we do there. It kind of seems like they drum leaks every year, I'm pretty honest. So we're always fixing whether they're clear up into the attic or out there where the system is.
so hopefully there's nothing that will have to be replaced on an emergency basis.
I would, at this time, no.
Yeah, good.
I mean, I'm gonna try to put a comprehensive plan together of, maybe we can budget for it.
I was just gonna ask you if we need to be planning to replace that whole system in the next
Yeah, I think we should.
year or two.
Yeah, maybe it's a 3-year plan.
Yeah.
Which I wanna present. Those are one things that if you remember, I spoke to you that Fred Velez came to
Yep.
me. But before I give him anything, I will give it to you first. What I present.
Well, I appreciate that. I think that's, obviously, we've been able to do a lot of things with ARPA money that, were not necessarily part of that long-term comprehensive plan, but, we had the money to do it and we were able to do the roof and the chillers and the elevator and just a lot of things.
We've done a lot.
The power room, update the power room and the generator.
125.
But no more ARPA, so
Yeah.
here we go.
Yep.
Rick, if you just want to attach this and scan it through with your actual claim, I'll enter it into Lao and we'll put it in system whenever.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ed, did you have anything for us?
I have a couple of things. All good? Thank you. Yeah. We have two events on Tuesday, January 30th. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And I've talked about these, our financial planning committee meeting at 9 a.m. I'm pretty much ready to go. I could overwhelm you with paperwork today. Figured I'd wait a couple of weeks because you probably don't want to be overwhelmed with paperwork today. So, but I'm pretty much ready to go. Got a couple of reports to do. That's the financial planning committee at 9 a.m. right here. And then at 1 p.m., we have the certificate sale, and we have 4 parcels that we'll be selling. With that, I have a couple pieces of paperwork that I need signatures on. One is a resolution establishing the intent to conduct a commissioner's sale. It's pretty much boilerplate. They gave it to us, and Clayton looked it over here. Whereas, heretofore, da-da-da-da-da. That it's resolution 2024-1. How about that?
Whoa.
So basically that we could have a certificate sale on the second day of January 2024. I can read it all if you wish.
No, not on the second day of January, 30th.
You're adopting it today.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Motion to adopt that resolution.
Second.
Okay, motion carried.
I need 3 signatures on that, and I will get that all to SRI. The second thing is, it's the addendum to our service agreement with SRI to do this. And it basically lists a whole list of stuff that they do. They list the properties eligible for the commissioner's certificate sale, a plan of events, carry out the saying, prepare all notices, publications, do all the legal stuff, prepare all applicable forms prescribed by the State Board of Accounts, conduct the auction in the format directed by you, place a listing of pertinent sale information and properties on the SRI sale site, do all the stuff that they do. And we need that to move forward with the sale, and you're adopting this addendum January 2nd today.
Well, Ed, you've overseen this for several years now. You've been through one sale with the new auctioneer.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want them to do differently?
They do a wonderful job.
Okay.
They do a wonderful job. I always tease them, said I could do this job. They know I could. But I wouldn't want to keep up with all the legalese that it takes.
okay.
But as far as the bid calling, maybe my very last day, it'll be the last auction that I do for the tax sale. I might sell one property just to say I did.
All right, did we have a motion already, or?
Not on this. Do you have an amount on that? I assume there's an additional fee for that addendum? They collect their general 15%.
Okay, so it's just a percentage of the proceed. Okay. Make a
But they're
motion.
gonna make a big trip, and they're not gonna make much money on these 4
Make a
properties.
motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, motion
I
carried.
wasn't ma- Hopefully, we weren't paying them more than we were getting from the property, so it's kind of what was in my
They
head.
better bring their own lunch
I could see that happening.
All right, our first resolution of the year.
Well, this is actually the addendum. You signed the resolution already. This actually came down the pike Tuesday afternoon. It wasn't 30 minutes after you had your commissioners meeting last week that
Can I get a copy of that?
escapes you. Yes.
So I can put it in the resolution history? Or give it to Angie if you want.
You actually need to sign this too.
Nope. It wasn't part of the bargain.
Attest.
I'll do an attestation.
That's all I have, gentlemen, unless you have anything else.
Anything for Ed?
If you would just give that to Angie to scan, she could put it in. Where am I signing?
Yes.
Oh. I appreciate you putting that to Angie. So, there we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Clayton, do you have anything for us?
I do not today.
Is Shannon out here today?
I think she was at your office, but maybe she's busy doing something.
Check with her real
Her
quick.
light was on.
Nobody was,
I went to there, she, the light was on. It's on WebEx, let me message her on that. Never mind.
Oh, you're my responsibility.
Hey, did you have anything for us this morning? Okay, well, you need to hide better because Tony knew you were there, so. All right, thanks. All right, bye.
This is my winter.
Nope, she has nothing for us.
I can tell when she's there by this.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
If they're active, that means they're working.
Good. All right. Anything else as far as committee reports, questions, updates? Okay. All right. I don't have anything else either, other than I did meet with Brooke the other day and we had a discussion about the CMHC regulations, so I got Matt Lehman on the phone, and so the three of us talked about it, and she's gonna look into that legislation and see what it's gonna take to move on. The other thing, and I don't know, as far as appointments, did we approve our appointment to the Plan Commission and BCA as Paul Bryant?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Because I did receive a call from him today declining the appointment.
Well,
So we will have to find somebody else for that.
and when you find somebody, just bring it in and we'll do that one. Were there a couple others that we didn't?
Well, the title for the ADA administrator, we were gonna,
Oh, in the sewer district too.
in the sewer district. Anything else that we didn't?
You were gonna ask about, because Rex is currently the title 4 or 5, 6. I'm gonna say it's 6 on there. As to whether or not it would be Nate doing that or if Rex is gonna continue doing it. So, and I think the only other one was the sewer district.
Yeah, it was, I think.
The only other one that I've got that's not filled was community corrections. They have a spot for ex-offenders. They've not brought any recommendations on that.
I can't remember.
So we need to come up with somebody for the sewer board and somebody for Plan Commission BZA. Okay,
And that BZ and Plan Commission can be the same person,
right, yeah.
or it doesn't have to be.
Okay. Well, I will work on that too, because I think, the person that we're not reappointing was from the north, and so I'll continue to work on that.
Okay, good deal,
All righty.
good deal.
Anything from the general public? Okay.
Who's the officers next year?
Oh, that's right, we have to have elections.
We have to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Is there just a link?
But I mean, we just keep rolling right on the way we were.
I think you just open the floor up for nominations and then make a motion to close nominations and vote.
Correct.
I don't know if you have to also name a vice.
And then the
and do
other
the same
thing,
thing or not.
that I think we want to review, we will review the current board assignments that we have and, come back and affirm those. So, but I don't know that we have to do that today. But as far as elections, I would open the floor for nominations.
Are you willing to be chairman again next year, or this year?
Yeah.
Okay, make motion to stay and be reappointed chairman.
Second.
Okay, motion carries. Open the floor for nominations for vice chairman.
Nominate Steve Kuhn.
I'd second that.
Okay.
Those are only
You'd be
two
okay
off.
with that, Steve? I guess I should have asked you.
I mean, we don't have, well, nominate Tony for secretary.
No drama here.
Well, very good.
Did,
Just because our folks in Washington can't figure it out, doesn't mean that we can't.
Yeah, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, we just nominated you, and I said we should have asked before we did this.
Uh,
in Adams County. If we stay in Adams County, we're gonna be fine.
I know. I hear
yeah.
Steve, did you second your nomination?
Stand in.
Stan seconded that one. I was still typing. Okay.
Okay.
Three-person caucus, that's what it is, three-person caucus.
Yeah, that's about right. You didn't even have to call in the precinct committee. man.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Anything else from the general public? Okay,
Since you have one less meeting a month, we're gonna make a motion, your salary goes up.
well, it will per meeting, you know, our salary is just increased by what, 25% per meeting?
You deserve it.
And then there is all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
I was gonna say, when you figure it out by the hour, it's not much.
Yeah,
I'm sure you got plenty of phone calls. You
yeah.
got plenty, I mean, that's, we never hear that stuff here in the public, but you know.
It's not an easy job.
Salary.
It's not as easy as being a reporter.
I think just personally, guys, I've got 3 more meetings yet this week, just out of this job.
Salary
So,
stays the same
so the
year
meeting we have on Tuesday morning is a relatively small part of the responsibility we have.
Oh,
and
community corrections,
because I have.
Steve, guess what? How about health?
Right, this
That's
is,
a different one.
yeah.
Okay,
They
I
have,
think
Allen
that-
County's full-time.
I think they almost look at that as a full-time job, and they get paid.
We got meetings also.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know.
so we had Jeremy Kirschner in the past.
They get paid like it's a full-time
Oh,
job.
yeah, it's good.
I just remembered there been something on the corrections. I wasn't sure if that was one you were talking
I
about.
think they all three have their own office there.
Yeah, I think they all have office, yeah.
Okay, well, if there's no other business, I'd accept a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All right, meeting adjourned.